Hello, and welcome back to Forever Amigas podcast, where we are working on becoming her. The podcast where we talk about the healing, growth, relationships, and becoming the version of yourself that no longer abandons her own needs just to keep love. I'm not a therapist. I'm just going through real life stories of the life that I have had to go through and have had to learn during the years of my crazy life. I am your host. My name is Amber Lucero, and today's episode is numero 5. I'm so happy about this. And today's episode is called Believe What They Show You. And this episode is for anyone who has ever stayed way too long because they believed in someone's potential instead of their patterns. If that's you, you're not alone. The truth we avoid. There's something really hard about accepting reality when your heart is attached to hope, because hope sounds really beautiful. Hope says, they'll change. They just need time. They're just going through something. They love me. They just don't know how to show it yet. And we hold on to those expectations because letting go feels like failure. But here's the truth about us and what we need to find out and learn the hard way. Love doesn't confuse you consistently. Yes, relationships have hard seasons. Yes, people struggle. Yes, nobody is perfect. But there is a difference between human imperfection and repeated emotional inconsistency. One hurts occasionally. The other slowly breaks your sense of security. Words versus patterns. One of the biggest lessons in emotional maturity is learning this. Words tell your intention. Patterns tell your truth. Someone can say, I care about you. I want this to work. I'll do better. But if their behavior never changes, you're not experiencing love. You're experiencing promises. And promises without action create emotional exhaustion. You start overthinking, over-explaining. You try harder because you believe effort will finally create consistency. But love was never meant to feel like convincing someone to choose you. Healthy love doesn't require constant proof of your worth. Why we ignore what we see? So why do we stay? Why do smart, strong, loving people ignore the signs that are right in front of them? Because many of us have learned early on that love meant earning. Maybe love came with conditions. Maybe affection was inconsistent. Maybe we learned that being needed felt the same as being valued. So when someone gives you just enough attention, just enough affection, just enough hope, our brain interprets that as love worth fighting for. But inconsistency creates attachment, not safety. And we confuse emotional highs and lows with passion, when really, our nervous system is just trying to survive unpredictability. The moment you wake up, there comes a moment, quiet, almost invisible, when something shifts. You stop asking, how do I make this work? And you start asking, why am I the one who's trying this so hard? Then you notice, you feel calmer, and when you pull back, you feel anxious when you choose connection, you feel relief when expectations disappear. The moment isn't bitterness, it's awareness. And awareness is where healing begins because you believe you weren't asking for too much. You were asking the wrong person to give consistency. Believe what they show you. Believing what someone shows you doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you start loving yourself too. It means accepting information without rewriting the story to make it hurt less. If someone shows you distance repeatedly, believe it. If they show you effort when you're pulling away, believe it. If their present feels conditional, believe it. Not with anger, not with revenge, but with clarity. Because clarity protects your space. And sometimes becoming her means grieving the future you imagined, while choosing the reality that honors your own worth. Becoming her. Becoming her isn't about becoming cold. Again, it's about becoming honest. Honest about what you feel. Honest about what you need. Honest about what you can no longer tolerate. You can't stop chasing potential. You start choosing alignment. You stop proving your value. You start recognizing it. And the most powerful shift happens when you realize The right love won't require you to ignore what's right in front of you. It will feel steady, safe, reciprocal. Not perfect, but present. I want to close this out, and I just want you guys to speak with this to yourself. If this episode spoke to you today, I want you to sit with this question. The question being, where in your life are you believing words instead of patterns? And what would change if you trusted what you already have been through and been shown? Remember, you deserve consistency, you deserve effort, and you deserve peace. And sometimes the first step to becoming her is finally believing what you see and believing what you see is happening. Thank you for choosing this episode, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed every moment of this. I have decided that I'm going to be uploading 2 podcasts per week, which is going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am super excited about that because I have so many good episodes that are coming. I've been working on this and making sure that I have topics and everything to talk about. So this is super exciting for me. This process is also a journey, that we're going through and that we have to face and be able to deal with the alignment of where we are in our lives to become the best part of who we believe is her. It is not easy, and I can say that 100% because it's a day-by-day process. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, but just continue to remind yourself that you are worth every part of it because your self-worthy is everything. Once you respect yourself, once that you know that you should be her and that you deserve everything more than that, everything else will come after. But just work on it day by day, and I'm so excited. I hope if you guys have any questions, remember just to put them below and I will answer them. And as well as if you want me to talk about anything more into details, put that below and I could definitely do that. I know right now it's just me and I'm doing more of the sit down talking. Eventually I do want to start interviewing more people and, going through the process and stuff. But I'm super excited about all of this and I hope you guys love this episode and stay continued for episode 6, which is coming up. Bye.